So, a long story short, my father passed away. He died due to a heart attack, while on a trip to Vietnam to visit my younger brother who had been traveling around for a couple of years. My father had had heart issues he had beaten, clearly not, and had also recently beaten bowel cancer, a victory tour if you will. I flew to Vietnam as earliest I could, to perform the formalities as the eldest child, identify the body and coordinate the process through the Foreign and Commonwealth Office to repatriate him, for his cremation in London. On my flight back from Vietnam, after 3 to 4 days of administrative hell, and my father on his way back to the UK through the funeral directors, I finally sat down in my seat and turned on the in-flight entertainment system. This is when it happened. His favorite movie was on the home screen, featured section and, front and center, as we would put it. No algorithm could cause this. Doesn't sound too crazy, right? Factor this in, the movie was A Wonderful Life. A 1946 black and white Christmas movie, still sounding viable. It was early March, so highly festive time, still think I'm crazy. Every other seat around me, which I had passively observed without clearly freaking out too much, had the most recent Hollywood release or leading premieres etc. on their home screen, as would be expected, for their in-flight entertainment systems. No one had the 1940s black and white Christmas movie there. No one. Just me. This is where it gets silly. Every Christmas my dad would try to make us all watch it. I will admit that until this flight I had never seen the entire movie all the way through non-stop. I sat there and watched the entire thing. At the end I felt the most bizarre sense of comfort, clarity and warmth that I, male 36, have ever felt. Want to know the real odd thing? On the flight out to Vietnam, 2 days after he passed, the super intelligent, smoking hot girl who was sat next to me, asked me what was wrong and why I seemed upset, revealing to me in the 12 hours of deep conversations that followed, that her father had passed away on the same day, in Vietnam. And she was returning to say her final goodbyes. I should have followed up with her. What are the odds of two people from other sides of the world, with fathers on other sides of the world, going through the same thing and being randomly seated together? I've only ever shared this story with a handful of very close people, must dilute the crazy. I never, before that day, believed in any of this, but the odds of my experience are so small, I took it as a sign. I then was fortunate enough to have traveled extensively, trying to understand what we would call religion, and had the biggest emotional experience of my life, while in a Hindu temple in Bali, and not one on the tourist trail. I inexplicably broke down and cried, waves and waves of emotion telling me to let go and be free. I was a bit of a macho rugby-playing asshole. I have never cried in public before. I also climbed Borobudur at sunrise about 6 months later. I was not looking for signs at all before you presume, as I would reading this. I opened up my phone at around lunchtime to listen to some music while on the bus to my accommodation and played a random Discover playlist. His favorite Elvis song played first and I could hear him singing it. Suspicious Minds. That could be algorithms or promotions, but I heard him. This was 6 years ago and recently I have been getting more and more signs, as I would attribute them. I just smile and know what I know, and keep moving forwards. I was so lucky to have a father like him. Open your eyes, and you will see, your eyes are open. Sorry I had to dump this somewhere, and this is really only the tip of the iceberg. What do you think? Tell us in the comments. Like the video and hit the subscribe button for more Reddit stories.